Welcome, welcome, welcome. My very first guest is going to get us off in a very big way. I'm so excited for you to meet Cohen. Cohen is a serial funnel marketer. He's a persuasion expert. He loves copywriting. He's a business strategist, and he's one of our certified experts. So when Cohen explains things about funnels and marketing, he knows what he's talking about, right? And on top of that, he's also a scuba diver in Thailand. So Cohen, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. I know it's very, very early where you are. You're an absolute star. Welcome to the summit, sir.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here. I appreciate.
It's all us. Thank you. We're really appreciative to you. So let's dive straight in. Could you tell us a bit about your background? So what first attracted you to funnel building?
Oh, this is quite a long story. I'll try to make it as short as possible. I've been a business owner for many years. I started out early in the 2000s with brick and mortar stores. And at that time, if you wanted to do something online, there wasn't really any Fiverr or Upwork or any other like marketplace where you go like build me a website or make me a logo. So we had to do everything ourselves. So I started building websites for my own businesses many moons ago. And then from there, that evolved into the funnel world because that's more or less a natural progression. So I've been at this for a couple of years and can't really see it because it's pretty dark. But if you look at the nice Father Christmas beard, you can see I've been around for a little bit already. Yeah.
You know your stuff. So how have you been using funnels to collaborate and change the world, change people's businesses?
Well, when I moved away from doing my own businesses, in the beginning, I was helping out friends. So I had people ask me, "Hey, Cohen, you know about these online marketing stuff and these websites. Can you just maybe help me out or have a look at this?" And that actually turned into a full-time profession. And as I went through the paces, I realized that who I really want to help are coaches, people of influence in the health and wellness space that really have a very good message and truly can help people with their gift, but they're missing the marketing part. So they have difficulties connecting with their audience, like getting their message across in a way that attracts many more people. And that's actually a shame because they're sitting on gifts that can help and truly change people's lives. So we need to get them in front of as many people as possible. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do what I'm good at, helping people that can truly make a difference with what they're good at, and then combine our forces together for the good and make this place a better, make this world a better place.
That's absolutely fantastic. So let's rewind a little bit. Can you explain from the very beginning what is a funnel to anyone that's never heard of the term before?
Well, actually, to be honest, everyone has a funnel even without knowing it. And because you don't know it, people usually aren't in charge of what happens inside their funnel. Now, let me explain this a little bit because a funnel isn't really anything more than all the touch points that your audience digitally has with you online. And I hear a lot like, yeah, I actually don't really need a funnel because I already have a website, which is great that you have a website, but you have to see it more or less like a big house with like several doors. And inside that house, there's lots of rooms, there's more doors in there. And visitors, they get to your website, they aimlessly walk around from room to room, opening a couple of doors, peeking in, looking what's happening there, and they get bored and they leave. And they leave because you're not really in charge what they are doing or where they are going. And because there's so many distracting things that is part of the world that we live in online, we get distracted very quickly. And once these people are gone, although they might have like they see that, oh, okay, this is interesting, I like this, but they never return again because there's so many other things pulling on our sleeves. And a funnel actually gives you the ability to take control of what people do. You're actually in charge. You can control the flow. You give them one clear action to take. You ask them like, hey, do you want this? Please click here. And there's no other door to open. Either they open that door, they click on that link and they say, yeah, I want it, or not. If they click on that link, then you give them something in return for a small piece of personal information. Usually that's an email, at least, name, email. But once you start collecting that, at least you have the ability then to reach out to your visitors because you have their email address. So you can start building that nurturing. You can start building that relationship. And people usually go, I got this email from this, but I remember I was there, I got this. And this is how you can start building that relationship, nurturing it, building that know, like, and trust factor, which is very, very important, because people will not buy the first time that they get in contact with you. So if you have a website visitor, there's only a very, very small percentage of people that are going to take action, are going to buy something, and you need to have the ability to connect again. And that's what a funnel does for you.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, was you gonna? Do you have more?
Yeah, no, that's the short version.
Oh wow, that's good. You ultimately, instead of sending someone to a website where they can view this, they can view that. Do you want to read this? You're sending them to. So effectively, a funnel is just one thing. You're here for a specific purpose. Do you like this thing? Do you want more of this thing? And then on to the next page. Is that what you're saying? Is that how they're different?
Yes, like for example, people on Instagram, you have following on Instagram or on Facebook, you put a video out or a story, people like your story, and then here is a link. For example, you can give away a free ebook on the topic or a guide, or if you're a coach, you can give your a lesson free, for example, something of value. People click on that, they say, yes, I want this, and then from there, because you collect their information, you can get in touch with them again. That's what they call list building, which is very, very important, because that's where most of your sales are going to happen, is from people that you have in your network that are on your list, as they say. It's a big difference with a website where there's they can go to an About Us page, or maybe there's even external links on there. If you have a YouTube video on there, people end up on YouTube and you just lose your traffic. They're gone. They're never, most likely never gonna come back.
That makes sense. So in that regard, are funnels a lot better at gathering leads? Say someone is trying to build their list, you'd go for a funnel as opposed to a website?
Absolutely, yes. People want guidance. You give them, you ask them one thing to do. On websites, there's usually several different call to actions, like sign up for this, or here's my newsletter, or it like a confused mind will not take action at all. So if you give people too many options, then they will not take, because they go, should I do this, or maybe should I do that? And then they're gone. Like, one call to action, get this ebook. You can have several links on your funnel page, but it's always the same thing. Get this, get this, get this. Not get this, or you can also get that, or how about this? That's 3 different options. That's not good. One thing, like very clear. Do you want it? Yes or no, in or out?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Because I suppose, as you say, people are either going to choose it or they're not going to choose it, right? There's no and an R, and you either want it or you don't want it. That's absolutely fantastic. So is there a best funnel of the lot? How do funnels work particularly? What do they look like? Are there different types of funnels? Is there something I should use over everything else, or
well, there are 101 different funnels, and which one the best is going to work for you, that depends on quite a few variables, such as the temperature of your traffic, the product or the service that you're selling. But it usually always starts with some sort of a lead magnet funnel, which basically is that thing. What I explained is like you give something away you give something away that's valuable for a small piece of personal information. And that can be like an ebook or a PDF or a cheat sheet or a free lesson to a video, for example. And then from there, once you've collected that traffic, you can present, like after they've opted in, you can send them to a VSL page, for example, where you can explain a little bit more about, hey, this is my product, this is what I'm doing. I know that you are interested in this. Or you can invite them for a webinar. You have like a webinar registration page second after your lead generation page. So there's a lot of different options to do that. But usually it starts with some sort of a lead generation, lead capture, or a lead squeeze page, as we call that in techno bubble. I don't really like that because I don't like to be squeezed, to be honest. Anyway, sorry.
As you were saying that, what come to my mind was Netflix. And Netflix is technically the homepage of Netflix is a lead page. I'm taking it. Like you said, they're offering you a free trial. You give, I'll take your free trial. Here's my details. That's their lead page, isn't it? Then I sign up for the free trial. They've got my email address and they're like, hey, Lee, do you want to buy this? Do you want to subscribe? We've got 1,000 shows. So there's probably
correct.
An example that most people will understand. Or giveaways. You see a lot of giveaways on social media and things, don't you? Where they say, hey, put in your address, or follow us and share, or go to this page and put your email address. They're all lead pages, I'm guessing. That's just people have used a different technique to get the lead so they can come after us again and again and again.
Yes, once you know this, and now the people that are watching this, they'll probably go like, yeah, once you know it, you will start, if you look around and you go like, hey, that's a funnel, that's a funnel, that's a funnel. Oh, there's another funnel there. So they're all around us. It's just a more clever way than throwing people into a website and expecting them to do exactly what you want them to do, which is not going to happen because you're not in control of which door they open and what room they enter.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. We say that, I think now when people are browsing the internet, they're going to see funnels and lead pages absolutely everywhere. And I think the idea of a house is perfect. If you want someone to go to the kitchen, just give them the doors to the kitchen, right? Don't give them the doors to the bathroom or to the lounge. Just, you're in the house, you can only go to the kitchen. You either leave the house or go to the kitchen. I think that's a fantastic way of putting it. Yes. For anyone that's brand new to funnels, is there anything else they should know? Have you got anything else that you want to throw in? Anything else you can think of?
Well, if you have any online presence or a following, start your funnel yesterday. I know this sounds a little bit cheesy, but the sooner you start, the better, because you really need to be in charge. Because we are getting bombarded, and there have been like studies, publications on that. I think we get something like 60,000 messages per day thrown at us. You can't really expect people to remember you, and it's different from us because we know what we are doing. We're us, but we're not other people. And if you just look at yourself and consciously try to remember at the end of the day everything that you thought and you've seen, you will not be able to do that. So you need something more to be able to recontact these people. They will remember you because then that note in the brain will click. Yes, I remember this now because such and such. But if you don't have that, you get forgotten. Sadly, but true.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. You've got to have that list, and then you own that list, right? It's
correct.
It's until people unsubscribe, of course, it's yours to reach out to. So that's absolutely perfect. I think I understand lead funnels now. I think a lot of people will understand what you mean by lead funnels, especially thinking of it as a house and seeing them absolutely everywhere now, which is going to be a fun game for people to play.
Yes, exactly.
So during this summit, what I'm going to ask everyone before we wrap up, seeing as it's the Sustainable Collaboration Series and it's all part of a sustainable living program, I want to ask you, and I'm going to ask everyone this, if you have like a sustainable swap tip that you'd like to share. So it could be like an item, or it could be a practice, something that you can swap out or replace that's beneficial to the environment, right? So things that are making these swaps help the environment, help people, and just making an impact slowly but surely, right? One at a time, we're all making a difference. What would yours be if you have one?
Stop using plastic and styrofoam boxes. I'm lucky that I live in Thailand, in Phuket, near the beach. And when I take my children and we go with friends to the beach, unfortunately, we see a lot of plastic waste that washes up on the beach here, which is quite so. We're already trained. Like when we go out to the beach, we take a big garbage bag with us, or several, and we usually come back with several of them that we have to throw away. And it's a lot of plastic and styrofoam, and it's all broken up into pieces, so you can't really distinguish anymore what is actually was. And these are the pieces that we see and that we can pick up. So microplastics in the ocean is a huge problem because it gets fragmented so much. We've been using like recyclable bags and cloth bags for a couple of years already. Same with the straws, styrofoam boxes. We also don't want to touch anymore, because we're seeing what it's doing to our oceans, and it's really very sad to see. And the Thai government here realized that also that they had to do something. And for several years already, plastic bags are banned everywhere. So if you go grocery shopping, you either bring your own bag or you carry it in your arms, because you don't get a plastic bag anymore. Like, I think it's 4 or 5 years already. Same with straws, plastic straws. You can't find them anymore here. It's all bamboo or metal. And styrofoam is being replaced by just cardboard, which is a little bit better for, at least it breaks down. So yeah, that's what I would people say. Like, be mindful what you're using. No plastic bottles. Have a refillable water bottle here. So all these small things, they will make a huge difference if we all do them.
That's absolutely fantastic. I think it's difficult sometimes, isn't it? Because you hear all these things, but most people aren't like yourself, where they actually get to see it firsthand. So seeing
it's extremely sad, because the beaches here are pearl white, fantastic, blue, like turquoise blue water with palm trees. So it's the idyllic place for a lot of people. And then you look and you see like plastic waste everywhere that gets washed in from the ocean. That is just like breaks my heart.
Yeah, but well, hopefully with people implementing these suggestions, we can all slowly but surely reduce it all. So,
exactly.
You have been absolutely fantastic, Koen. Where can people find you online? Obviously, they know you're on the marketplace, but where else do you hang out? Have you got your own site or anything like that? Any social media?
Yes, I have a website. These are my initials of my last name, dwtdigital.com. So letter D, letter W, letter T, and then digital.com in one word. That's my main website. I'm a serial funnel and website builder, so I have 3 or 4 different websites. Just like when I get bored, I build a website for myself. So, but that's the main one. So yeah, and then on Facebook, not really that much on Instagram, but Facebook, yes.
Very cool.
Just Google my
You're
name.
an absolute star. Thank you very, very much for this, for everything you've provided. Hopefully we'll get to talk more about it soon, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you for joining us. You have a great day. It's very, very just starting where you are, so
yes,
you've got a lot of the day to come. Speak to you later.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you. Bye.